morning, TeraBYTEs. This is Thursday, February 2nd, 2023. My name is Madeline, and this is NewsBYTEs. Welcome me for 2023.
Welcome to NewsBYTEs. My name is Cypress, and to celebrate New Me for 2023, let's welcome Madeline to the show.
Thank you, Cypress. I'm glad to be here. Don't worry, Hunter hasn't gone anywhere. Just doing a different segment later in the episode. So, Cypress, what do we do first?
Let's kick this episode off with Andrea with What's New in Your Code.
What's new in the code? First, we're going to start bringing you the What's New segment in both Spanish and English. We would love to have someone join the team who wishes to bring us the What's New information in Somali as well. So if you're interested in joining our What's New team, contact Mr. Ray Cannon. Since this segment is all about the most important things that happen in our school, we would like to make sure everyone gets this information. Remember, there are no classes tomorrow. Enjoy a relaxing Friday. Our big story this week, the yearbook committee is looking for middle school students to help put together our new Code Academy yearbook. Please reach out to Ms. Berg for more information. ¿Qué hay de nuevo en el Code? Primero, vamos a comenzar a traerles el segmento What's New en inglés y español. Nos encantaría tener a alguien que se una al equipo que también desee traernos la información de novedades en Somali. Así que si está interesado en unirse a nuestro equipo de novedades, comuníquese con el señor Ray Cannon. Dado que este segmento trata sobre las cosas más importantes que suceden en nuestra escuela, nos gustaría asegurarnos de que todos reciban esta información. A continuación, recuerda que mañana no hay clases. Disfrute de un viernes relajante. Tómese un tiempo para hacer clic en su botón de NewsBYTEs en su página de inicio de Canvas. Agregue algunos chistes y subtítulos de memes. Finalmente, nuestra gran historia de esta semana. El comité del anuario todavía está buscando estudiantes de secundaria para armar nuestro anuario de la Academia New Code. Comuníquese con la señorita Berg para obtener más información.
So, Cypress, since I'm new here, what's next? There's so much to remember. I'm not sure whether I can handle this.
It's pretty easy, Madeline. All you need to do is read the script Mr. Cannon gave us, bad as it is, and let Rory handle the weather.
Hey TeraBYTEs, it's Rory back with this week's weather. Today's date is Thursday, February 2nd, Groundhog's Day. The high today will be 17 and the low will be -5. Unlike last week, we will have warmer temperatures, mostly in the 30s, except for tomorrow that has a high of 2 and a low of -11. This week, you should go outside not only for the warmer temperatures, but also for the sun. We might get some snow, but you probably won't need to shovel. Must be a sign of spring. Am I right, Punxsutawney Phil? That's all for this week's weather. Bye!
Happy Groundhog Day. Did you ever wonder why Groundhog Day is always on February 2nd? It is because it is a cross-quarter day, which means it falls at the midpoint between seasons. In this case, it is midway between winter solstice and spring equinox. So it is a good time to determine if spring will come early. In America, Punxsutawney Phil is the most famous weather-predicting groundhog. He has been making predictions since 1887. In that time, he has seen his shadow, which means 6 more weeks of winter, 107 times. He did not see his shadow 19 times, which indicates an early spring. And 10 years, the result was not recorded. So the statistics show that it is more likely that he will predict a longer winter. However, he has only been correct in 39% of his predictions. Although Puxatawny Phil is the most famous in America, there are other groundhogs across the world that also make predictions. There are none in Minnesota, but in Wisconsin there are two. Jimmy the Groundhog in Sun Prairie and Bay Beach Bobby in Green Bay. A few fun facts about groundhogs are they typically weigh 12 to 15 pounds, but Phil weighs 22 pounds. They typically live 6 to 8 years, but legend states that Phil's immortal because he drinks a magical potion. Groundhogs live mostly in North America. They are vegetarians, eating mostly carrots, corn, and tree bark. They are a member of the squirrel family and are the largest of all the marmots. They can climb trees and swim very well. They are great builders. Their underground burrows can have multiple rooms and stretch out 66 feet in length. They hibernate for around 6 months. Don't forget to check to see what was predicted. I am hoping for 6 more weeks of winter. Now you know.
Thank you, Rory and Jacob. Now on to the creative portion of our show.
This week we have Rashad with another original origami piece.
Hey guys, welcome to Origami with Rashad. And like always, you either start with a square piece of paper or a rectangular piece of paper. But if you're using a rectangular piece of paper, always you get some scissors, fold it into a square, and then cut. Alright, as soon as you cut your paper you cut off that excess paper, it'll be a triangle. Open it up and it'll be a square. Now the rest of your paper you could use to make mini squares and make numerous origami sculptures. So now we're going to flip it over, and with it in diamond form, flip it until the points on the other side touch each other. And then reopen it. And then this time, fold it in half with the whole side touching the other side. Use your fingernail for better creases. Your thumbnail. And then open it, flip it over, and do it the other way. Now you should have more of a star shape in the middle of your paper. You're going to put two of your horizontal lines together until they meet like this. Should look like this on the inside, and just flatten them down. And now it should look like this. And then with that, you're going to fold half of your triangles up until it gets to to the line, that little line right here. And then you're going to fold the other one over that. And then just fold the other side just right across it. And you got a basic origami fish. Now it's just plain. So what you could do to it is take a marker to draw a face, an eye, a mouth, and maybe even a design on it somehow. Okay, so I used my extra scrap paper and I made more little fish. And you see, you can make them any colors you want, any designs you want, and they can be any size. Just depends on how big of the square you make.
Wow, great job, Rashad. I can't wait to try this at home.
Me too. I had so much success last time I tried origami. Nailed it! Maybe this time I can turn professional.
Well, you practice. We'll continue on the part of our show where we get to learn about others.
Here's Hunter with some more American Sign Language.
Hey guys, I am Hunter, and today I'll be kind of being a teacher for our ASL lesson today. So things that would be related to like our school, we're gonna do some school signs today. So here we go. All right, we have school. Pretty easy. Palms are facing each other. School. School. Teacher. Got little like O's, right? Teach. Okay, so this is person, right? So like this is teacher, and like this is learn, right? So the like learn person is student. So like teacher and learn, right? Learn, like you're taking information and putting it into your brain. So learn person is student. So like I learn like in school. So thanks for tuning in to this week's ASL lesson, and back to the hosts.
Up next, we have Mason with our new computer science segment.
Welcome to TechBYTEs. I'm Mason, and today let's talk to Mr. Cozzolino, our computer science teacher. Mr. Cozzolino, what attracted you to computer science?
So what attracted me to computer science is that I think technology, computers, cell phones, tablets, those things are everywhere. So the more we know how to use them, the better we'll be. Even if it's something we're just doing fun for now, or if you're thinking about like later on in your life as a career, computers, tablets, technology will be a part of that no matter what. So the more we know about computers and how to use them, the better off we'll be.
If you could suggest one thing that students need to know about computer science, what would it be?
For one thing that I think students should know about computer science is that anyone can do it. They just need to be curious. So it doesn't need to be super complicated and fancy. It's just like, hey, what if a computer could help me try this? And then you learn how to do it. Or what if we could do this? And then you learn how to do that. So it's all about being curious and just trying one new thing at a time.
Finally, what is one misconception you think people have about those that work in the computer science field?
One misconception that I think a lot of people have is that you have to be some super smart genius or crazy good with technology to be in computer science. Not the case at all. Most times you just need to be willing to kind of learn and solve problems. Companies a lot of times teach you what you need to know to be in computer science. Like they'll teach you how to code or do the things that they need to do. So really you just kind of need to be kind of a problem solver and creative to be good at computer science.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts, Mr. Cozzolino. Hopefully, through these segments, we can get a better idea of what happens in the world of computer science and how our computers are a part of everything we do. See you next time!
Happy Thursday, TeraBYTEs. Barbara here with this week's meme. Last week we shared this meme in your Canvas launch homepage. We had some great caption submissions like when my little brother sees a bug on the sidewalk, or me when the teacher says to watch closely, and look, kidney stones. Check out your Canvas launch page for this week's image, and don't forget to add your best caption. We'll share the best ones in 2 weeks. See you then.
Liam here with this week's Rad Jokes. This week, let's enjoy some jokes from Newcode Academy Elementary School.
Why can't a leopard hide? Because it's always spotted.
Why don't giraffes go to elementary school? Because they go to high school.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Panda. Panda who?
Panda says, ooh.
Thank you, New Carter Elementary. Now let's click on the NewsBYTEs link on your Canvas Launch Class homepage and let's get some jokes we can share with them. See you next week.
Well, that brings us to the end of this week's episode of NewsBYTEs. Welcome me for 2023.
Thank you, Madeline, for co-hosting this week. You're always welcome to host again.
Thank you, Cypress. Next week we will have NewsBYTEs, Andrea's Culture Corner, and Eating with Eden. See you then.
And remember to take a bite out of learning, or in my case, this delicious log.
Bye.
My hair is really messy. Don't mind that.
And don't forget to take a bite out of learning. Or in my case, you don't want to know. Bye-bye.
Hey, what about me? Basco! You can't have an episode without Basco. That would be a catastrophe. Thanks for watching, and remember, take a bite out of tuna. Bye!